poking me? What is that big thing on your back back there?
It's poking me.
Well, you got to show people. Turn around and let people see your.
Okay.
People see
Can
your.
people see my back?
Yeah,
I can't see.
I wouldn't wear that.
See that? See that big huge thing back there? It's like I have my back
You
turned.
need to
I
have
don't
that
think
thing
people see
removed.
I do. I need to have
a
it
doctor.
surgically removed. Yeah.
You need a rehab specialist to take,
I do.
take that thing off.
I need a rehabs because then I have to, yeah. Can you have like a little device I can, you know. We'll adapt.
Yeah.
We'll adapt. When Deb gets on here, she'll show me what else I can do
That's
besides
what we,
put that right
yeah,
there.
We could do some whatever.
Yeah.
To
I might
live
just
with it.
Throw it back there or something.
Well, you took a week off.
So
you
did you? Don't act like I was the
But
one
no,
Lone
I
Ranger.
continued to work. I stayed right here and.
Oh, I thought you went camping. I thought you took off.
I did, but I didn't take off.
Just over the weekend.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
worked? Just slaved away?
I slaved away.
I did.
Slaved away.
I didn't. I just partied and ran around. My niece successfully graduated Downingtown West High School, and they had 400 and something graduates. So we sat there and we sat there and we sat there and we sat there. But it was nice. It was just very long.
Oh, the program was long.
Yeah, 400 takes a long time. That was ridiculous. The principal spoke, the teacher of the year spoke.
It was a 3-hour event.
The valedictorian spoke,
Yeah.
the salutatorian spoke, the student council president spoke, and then somebody else spoke. Oh, the school board president spoke. It was just,
That's too many.
Yeah, it was. It went on and on and on
Yeah.
and on and on and on.
But this was in Pennsylvania?
This was in Pennsylvania. We stayed there. My sister lives in Chester County, if anybody knows where that's at. And Logan and I went, and we did Valley Forge and Brandywine. And we spent an entire day at Gettysburg. And Logan's really into the military, so every cannon we saw, he told me what kind of cannon it was, what kind of shot went in it, how far it could shoot. I mean, he knew it all. So I got the big rundown on all that kind of stuff. And then we spent a day in Philly running around, did all the Liberty, but went to Philly twice actually, did the whole, Liberty Bell and Independence Hall and all that kind of groovy stuff. And then we took the train to New York City, and we spent an entire day, and we crammed as much of New York as we could.
Now, how
in
far
one
is
day.
New York from Philadelphia?
Well, it was just a little over 2 hours by train. I'm not sure how far it is because the train stops and stuff. But we caught the train just about 6 miles from where my sister lives. We got on the train, and 2 hours and 23 minutes later, we were at Penn Station. Even with stops, it was like $110. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
yeah, we had a big time. Spent the day in New York running around and did it all. Saw what used to be the site of the World Trade Center, or the site of the World Trade Center. Saw that, of course, and went to the top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
And just kind of Rockefeller Center, Central Park, the UN. We did it all.
That took a whole day if you did all that.
We did. We went everywhere. We went to Grand Central Station so that the next time I told Logan.
You've been to Ellis Island, haven't you?
No, I haven't gotten to. That's on my second trip to New York City.
Yeah, I've been out there.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
And Courtney's cousin, Greg Serdall, his mom and dad, Denny and Margaret Serdall, live here in town. Uncle Denny used to pastor be the reverend at the Episcopal Church in town. And their son Greg lives there, so he took us to lunch. So that was nice. So we had someone to meet.
Yeah.
So we called him, told me we were in New York.
Yeah.
And he met us and took us to lunch, and it was just great.
You didn't get up real early and go to the Today Show and sign up and all
we
that?
didn't get into town until about 8:30. We took the first train out of Downingtown, which was like 6 a.m., so we got there a little after 8. But we went down and looked in the windows of where it's being filmed. And I got to do that when I was there 2 years ago. I was in town early enough that I went down and gawked around at the Today Show kind of thing.
Pretty interesting.
It's fun. New York is fun, and Logan said the trip really broadened his horizon.
Did you buy a Rolex while you were there?
No, I did not buy a Rolex.
Did you see the vendors?
I should have worn my hat. I bought a hat. In fact, I bought 2 hats.
Yeah.
And Logan just laughed and laughed and laughed. And I told him I was going to come to Mountain Home in Harrison and start a fashion trend. So I have my hat with me. I may put it on during commercial.
Oh, you have it here?
Yes, well, one of them. I have one of my hats with
Okay.
me. Because everybody wears hats. And after he made fun of me, I had 2 women stop and tell me what a cute hat. So I said, ha ha, ha ha,
There
ha,
you go.
ha ha ha. But it was fun. New York was fun, and I have to give them kudos because Logan's 14, almost 15. And he said it was much, much cleaner than he expected it to be. He had never been to that large of a city. And he said people were very friendly. He said, I thought everybody would be pushy and rude and he'd be dirty and smelly. It wasn't at all. He said people were very nice. And so all that fallacy about, rude people up north in New York, and it certainly wasn't true for us.
Well, I was there in 2000 and the year before the Trade Center, but people were nice.
Oh, yeah.
And they were in a big push back then to clean the city up because it had a bad rap of.
Yeah, they said Times Square. See, I've only been there twice, and 2 years ago and then just last week. And they said Times Square used to be full of like, you know, porn shops and prostitutes and just horrible stuff. But they've really, really cleaned it. It's almost all tourists now, of course. But yeah, we did that. So we didn't get to do the Statue of Liberty or any of those things because we just kind of had about 12 hours to cruise through and do some photo ops and stuff.
Well, that was fun.
We had a big time. Had Philly cheesesteak, had New York pizza, New York pretzels. We ate like crazy.
I tell you what, you can eat
like
just
fiends.
about any kind of food you can think of.
Yeah.
You just walk a couple blocks and you can find a different kind of food.
Oh yeah, all kinds of. And we took one of those bus rides where you get on the double-decker bus and they kind of take you around
you
town.
did a lot
and,
in 12 hours.
We crammed a lot in 12 hours. And so
bet you
that way you kind of got to see things that you might not have walked 6 or 7 blocks to see. You know, kind of stuff like that. So yeah, we took photo ops, went into St. Patrick's. And visited the church. I always do that. We lit a candle, said a prayer. So that's one of my things I like to do. So
interesting.
Yeah, it was great.
And on the other hand, I think our time that we spent down on the river was just kind of the opposite. We just kind of took it easy.
Yeah, you were on Bull Shoals White River State Park.
Yeah, we were down below, and we stayed there 2 days. And on the last day we were there, we got up real early and took a hike down to the dam on the road.
Okay.
And we stopped at one spot to see if there was a place where we could walk down and go fishing. And we looked down on the bank and we heard some rustling going on, and all of a sudden a deer jumped up and started running down this road. Well, there's no way to get out because you've got a cliff face on one side and the river's on the other. And this deer was petrified, and we kept walking.
You scared it just walking around upon it or something?
Yeah, we walked up on it, and it ran down to the dam, and it got to that fence. And it didn't know where to go, so we decided we'd give it some space. So we walked down to the landing. They had a boat ramp down there. And all of a sudden, I heard this splash, and this deer had jumped in the water and decided to swim across. And there it was. The head was going.
Well, they swim, Daniel. Have you ever seen a deer swim?
Yeah, I know they can swim, but have you seen how fast that water is down there?
I have been on it in a kayak before
dangerous.
When all of a sudden they kick the generators in. It's like time to get off this thing. Yeah. It's a little scary, especially when you have to cut cross current. Boy, the boat just.
Well, it was going at an angle.
Well, did you do your inflatable kayak? Speaking of kayaks, did you guys take that out on the lake?
We took it out on the lake. Yeah,
and did all that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we should tell everybody at home what a wonderful time we had judging the Dutch
oven
cook-off.
We did.
Sugar overload, folks. Sugar overload. Yeah.
Well, I judged
Julie.
the main course. Yeah,
you
Julie.
did the main course.
Yeah.
Julie Lovett was kind enough to actually ask the two of us to judge those.
I think we did a pretty good job.
It was very difficult. Very difficult because there was such a wide variety. I mean, I had cobblers and cakes and a flan. For heaven's sakes, I never expected a flan.
Did your tongue get numb?
No, because they gave us like lemons and crackers, to clean.
We did too.
And you had lots of pork. Everybody had a pork roast.
Yeah.
But you also had pizza.
And somebody made some lasagna. I think it was lasagna.
I didn't taste the lasagna. It was the pizza. There was a zucchini pizza.
Zucchini, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, there was a zucchini pizza. The people that made the flan made the zucchini pizza, and I gave them, of course, a 5 for originalities. I expected to see cobblers and things like that, but I didn't expect to see a flan.
Extremely
and there
hot
was
down there.
cheesecake.
Yeah, that was. I think that one.
Oh, and something else I did, I visited the Gaston's Visitor Center while I was over there killing time waiting.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have never been to the Gaston's Visitor Center, which I had not, you should go. It's really nice. It was right there in my own backyard. Here I was a tourist in my own backyard for a change.
Did you move the video camera?
Oh yeah, we went there. I'm not very good at that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
so I kind of had it going like this and all over the place. But I did that, and of course I had to read every little plaque. And the world record fish were amazing.
Yeah.
Getting all excited when I catch one that big. It was impressive.
I thought it was amazing, the conveyor belt, how they
No,
brought out all the
I had seen
stones
that
and
and
things.
seen pictures and done all that, but I'd never seen part of it or whatever they had recreated there. And but the Gaston's Visitor Center is a real gem.
It is.
It was
really is.
really
So it's
pretty.
located in a perfect spot.
Yeah, it's a big advertisement for this area.
Yeah, it is.
Because I went and watched the video where you sit in the little John boat and watch the video, and recognized some people in the video. And I thought, boy, if you didn't think this was a great place after seeing that, you really would think this is a great place. No wonder people move here.
We need to move on to what we.
There's something else to talk about besides me?
Well, there should be.
Really?